We start with Simon Prichard looking at himself in the broken mirror. He starts doing some narrating. Who am I exactly? What am I? Am I human? Am I demonic? Well, judging by my appearance, the answer's pretty obvious. But at a psychological standpoint, I feel like all my life I wanted to accomplish something. But every time I do, it always comes back to bite me. Later, at the underground lair, he watches Luke and Bea inside their home via a live video camera shot by M.O.D. While still narrating. How am I able to accomplish my goal, if I keep on failing? Why do I keep on failing every fucking time? Prichard is now seen walking on the streets of heaven in the rain. Sometimes I feel like my goals have been nothing but a complete waste of valuable time, like I am wasting my own life trying to accomplish that goal. Prichard is now seen in a subway sitting alone. I feel like that goal has become a mere obsession. Like it has made me a complete sociopath. Like it wants me to make severe risks until that goal is accomplished. But not matter what I do, it always ends bad. Prichard is now taking a bath moping. Maybe now I realize trying to accomplish one goal my whole life isn't worth it anymore. God, what the fuck is wrong with me? The door is then knocked by Winsell. He says, "Hey, boss. Lemon, damn it. I just ate a freaking tortilla special and I need to shit it out at me now." Prichard ducks his head into the water. "Hey, boss," said Winsell, who was still banging on the damn door. In the underground lair, Prichard is laying down on his ass watching TV like someone who got divorced and fired from his job. He has a stubble in his face, his eyes are all bloodshot, which is weird, because his are literally colored red. Winsell enters and says, "For Christ's sake, boss. You've been sitting on that goddamn couch for 5 weeks. Can't ya make yourself useful and go kill your nemesis or something?" Prichard sighs and replies, "What's the point? He's just gonna keep beating me. I don't even know why Luck is my nemesis." Winsell said to him, "Sure you do. He ruined your salesman career." Salesmanship. One of my best childhood jobs, now gone down the shitter," said Prichard. "Okay, I get it. You obviously had some sort of midlife crisis and shit. But for the sake of your mental health, and my sanity, get some freaking help, man," said Winsell. "How about this? Why don't you make yourself useful and leave me alone to die?" said Prichard, while throwing food at him. The food slips off Winsell's face, making him disgruntled. He walks away. Later, Prichard is in his bedroom looking at his human disguise and starts narrating again. "Oh, how I missed the good old days, when I conned unintelligent suckers out of tens and thousands of money. Where did it all go?" Later, it is raining outside and Prichard is wearing rugged clothes and finds himself drinking on a bench at a heaven park looking depressed as hell. A mother and child look at him. "Mommy, that demon looks depressed." "Why?" said the child. The mother replied, "He's just wallowing in crippling depression. I think he deserves it." The child replies, "Oh, let's make fun of him." The mother and child laugh at him. Prichard looked all gloomy while it happened. Later, Prichard went to a dumpster, where he lied down beside it. Seconds later, Striddle pops us and finds Prichard beside him. "Hey, there. What's poppin'?" said Striddle. Prichard replied, "Go away, you shit-stained, grotesque, sorry excuse of a man. Can't you see I'm trying to sleep?" "Oh, sorry. I won't wake you up, then," said Striddle. "Don't wake me up ever," said Prichard. "Really? Then how am I supposed to know if you woken up or not?" said Striddle. "Just shut up and leave me alone, idiot," shouted Prichard. He wrapped his top around his head. "Okay. Good night, stranger," said Striddle, as he closed the dumpster. Prichard started crying. The mother and child from the park look at him. "Mommy, look. That demon is crying at a dumpster," said the child. The mother replied, "Oh, how sad. Let's make fun of him some more." The child replied, okay. They both laugh at the crying Prichard. He goes into the dumpster to hide himself. Then, a dumpster truck lifts the dumpster and throws the trash, along with Strudel and Prichard, into the truck. The truck drives to the dump, where Prichard is seen being thrown out of the truck. He begins to wallow in a pile of dirt, which he is, because he's a big sack of dirt. Just then, he comes across a piece of something that he used to sell in the past. It is a piece of an assistoid. He then finds a piece of those dodgy jetpack wings he used to sell to Bia. Prichard starts narrating again. I can't believe these led to my downfall and to my quest for vengeance. Maybe Winsell was right. Maybe I do need some help. Strudel interrupts him by doing his own narrating. Hey, how are you talking without moving your lips? And why am I talking without moving my lips? Did we become psychic? Prichard punches Strudel in the face and says to him, shut up, this is my story. A depressed Prichard was in the office of Dr. Featherton. The therapist office, to be exact. Thanks for having me here, Doc. I had nowhere else to turn to. It was either this or a suicide room, said Prichard. Well, you've come to the right place, Mr. Prichard. A place to share your most personal thoughts. So, what has been on your mind, said Dr. Featherton. Prichard gives one depressing sigh and says, well, is it just me or has my whole life been an utter joke? I mean, 1 minute, I'm selling dodgy products door to door, the next, I'm plotting revenge day by day. Care to go to the beginning, sir, said Dr. Featherton. Well, if I must, said Prichard, as he starts narrating in a flashback of his childhood. You see, I was raised in a 20th century-esque part of hell by my single father who was in fact a door-to-door salesman. He was teaching me to follow in his footsteps when I was a young child. In the flashback, a young Prichard is at an apartment with his father sitting down on a couch together. Alright, son. I'm gonna show you how to make money easier and quicker, without any effort whatsoever, said Prichard's father. He showed him a briefcase, and when he opened it, there were drinking mugs inside. What are those, Daddy? Said a young Prichard. The father replied, this, my boy, is our ticket to Goldskull, baby. You see, I have a knack of selling products on people's doorsteps, just like your grandpappy before me. This job runs in the family, son. Wow. How many of these did you sell, Daddy? Said a young Prichard. Well, a salesman never reveals his secrets, boy, said Prichard's father. Present-day Prichard narrated that always meant he never sold one. Then, my father showed me how being a door-to-door salesman was done. The young Prichard and his father were seen outside a house. Now, Simon. Watch and learn, as your pops does his magic, said Prichard's father. He knocks on the door and out comes a demon housewife. He says to her, good afternoon, ma'am. I see from the look of your face that you're exhausted. Well, you know what can keep ya from getting exhausted? Hydration. But you ain't gonna be hydrated, unless you got yourself your very own drinking mugs. He showed the demon housewife drinking mugs. Now, before you say something, these are different kind of drinking mugs. See, these mugs have beautiful, minimal art on them. That way, you can feel amazed by the design and hydrated at the same time. So what I say, ma'am? How much would you like to buy these for? 10, 20, 50, said Prichard's father. The demon housewife says to him, what I take me for, a dumbass? I literally have tons of drinking mugs in my home. She slams the door on him. Is that how selling works, Daddy? Said the young Prichard. The father nervously chuckles and pulls his tie. Don't worry, son. We can try again in the next house, said Prichard's father. But every time my dad kept attempting to sell drinking mugs with minimal art designs, the people weren't buying it, said present-day Prichard. The father and son were seen walking down the streets of hell. Prichard's father said to him, wow. Tough crowd back there. But don't you worry, son, We are bound to get rich sooner. Then, they approach a homeless demon drinking whiskey from a bottle. Daddy, that guy is drinking from a bottle. Perhaps he needs a mug, said the young Prichard. Sure, go knock yourself out, said Prichard's father, as he gave him the briefcase. Prichard said to the homeless demon, excuse me, sir. I see you're drinking from a bottle. Would you prefer to drink with one of these? He showed him the drinking mugs. The homeless demon decides to take one of the mugs and gave Prichard a nickel. Prichard said to his dad, Daddy, look. I just made my first purchase in my first try. He showed him the nickel. Well, I'll me. Way to go, son. You're a natural at this, said Prichard's father. And that was just the beginning. As time moved forward, I've started training everything there needs to be to become a so-called successful door-to-door salesman. I've been going from house to house attempting to sell all sorts of merchandise, from the likes of bronze spatulas, fine chinas, mini jade statues, even bobbleheads, said Present Day Prichard. A teenage Prichard and his father were seen in a car. Okay, son. So our progress has been drying recently, but I promise, this one will be our biggest product to sell yet, said Prichard's father. Prichard and his dad end up at the doorstep of a fancy mansion. Care to do the honors, son, said Prichard's father, as he gave him the briefcase. Would I, said Prichard. Prichard's father rings the doorbell and a fancy demon arrives. Go ahead, Simon, said Prichard's father. Prichard looked nervous, as he said to the fancy demon, hey there, mister. I was just wondering, if you would be interested in a certain kind of product fit for your liking. He opened the briefcase and showed him a golden hat. I say, that does look like a product for my liking. I'll give you $1 million for it, said the fancy demon, as he wrote the check and gave it to Prichard. Really? Well, thanks, sir. It is an honor, said Prichard, as he took the check. It's a pleasure doing business with you gentlemen, said the fancy demon, as he took the golden hat. Not to show it off to my jealous wife, said the fancy demon, as he closes the door. Prichard and his father celebrate. We did it. We're rich. We're rich, said Prichard's father. They both head back into the car. Congratulations, son. Now you're really ready to be a professional salesman, said Prichard's father. Wow. I can't believe we sold a golden hat for $1 million, said Prichard. Yeah, only it wasn't really a golden hat. It was actually a regular hat painted gold, said Prichard's father. Yeah. Wait, what? Said Prichard. Well, what else was I supposed to do? Sell it as something common and worthless, said Prichard's father. You faked that product, said Prichard. I had to, son. I'm a freaking salesman. Sometimes salesmen gotta make some tweaks at all costs to get rich quick, said Prichard's father. But, doesn't that count as conning a man out of his cash, said Prichard. Come on, Simon. So we sold a normal hat painted gold. It's not like he'll figure it out eventually, said Prichard's father. Then, a gunshot is heard, breaking the back window of the car. Prichard looks back and sees a very pissed fancy demon driving and holding a shotgun. Dad. He figured it out eventually, said Prichard. You sons of bitches. You gave me counterfeit headwear. Now you shall pay with your lives, said the fancy demon, as he kept on shooting. Step on it, Dad, said Prichard. Prichard's dad floored it in an attempt to escape the fancy demon. They were driving at high speeds so fast, it attracted cops. Prichard saw the cops and said to his dad, oh no. It's the fuzz. Christ. I ain't going to jail, damn it, said Prichard's father, as he drove faster and faster. Prichard gasps and says look out, as they see children crossing the road. Prichard's dad turns the car to the left and crashes into a billboard which falls onto the car. They get out of the car and end up being confronted by the cops and the fancy demon. There they are, officers. Those are the bastards who gave me this hat with faux colors, said the fancy demon. All right. Which one of you is responsible for this illegal purchasing? Said one cop. Prichard got scared over the fact that he sold the hat. Present day Prichard narrated, I knew I was responsible for the purchase, so I decided to confess. However, fate had other ideas. The teenage Prichard was stopped by his father from confessing. Cops, it was all me. I'm the one who sold that hat. Besides, said Prichard's father before shamefully looking at Prichard. I stole that hat, said Prichard's father. You stole it, said a shocked Prichard. All right, bub. You're under arrest for theft and illegal selling of a stolen good, said a cop, as he put handcuffs on Prichard's father. I'll take that, said the fancy demon, as he grabbed the check off Prichard and spat in his face. A tearful Prichard's father said to his son, while he was in the police car, I'm sorry, son. Prichard looked on, as the cops took off with his arrested dad. Present day Prichard narrated that day, I realized how dangerous the life of a door-to-door salesman was. So I had no choice but to give it all up. After my dad was sentenced to prison, I was sent to live with my Amish uncle and aunt, where I had to work tirelessly and get picked on by my cousins. My uncle had absolute no respect for me, and my aunt punished me whenever I screwed up a job. Well, what about your mother? Said Dr. Featherton. Prichard paused. Then he said, I never knew my mother. He continued to narrate. Then, one day, I got that very shocking news from two grown men on the doorstep. They said my father died in prison. I had no idea being a salesman would lead to meeting your maker. I wanted to put the past behind me and start off fresh. And that's when I started college. In the past, Prichard goes off a bus, where he stands in front of a very large and wide college. Present day Prichard narrates, I have officially begun my time on college, hoping to redeem myself for my past crime. I took an interest in taking a sales course. You know, the legal way. I studied the fundamentals of sales, including negotiating prices, practicing selling to customers, maintaining a well attitude. However, one day, I accidentally stumbled into the wrong classroom, and that's where I met him. In that classroom, Prichard saw a presentation of a device held by someone who would be close to him in the future. The one who was giving out the presentation was Winsell. Ladies and gents, I give to you the next generation of your entertainment pleasures, said Winsell. He pulls a sheet to reveal a large machine. I give you the new Palace Laserama 4000, patent pending, said Winsell. He activates the Laserama and it begins to beam lasers with vivid colors. The students were amazed, even the teacher. That is, until the Laserama started shooting lasers which damages the room and injure students. Prichard ducked down. Shit, 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 said Winsell, as he attempted to shut off the Laserama using a remote control. But it didn't shut off at all. So he had no choice but to pull wires to make it shut off. After that, he saw all the damage the Laserama did to the classroom and the students. Mr. Newpowitz, usually I would give you an A+ for the spectacular laser show, but now that you endangered my entire class, I'm gonna give you the worst grade of your entire life, a D, said the teacher. Nuts, said Winsell. The bell rings and the students leave limping. Meanwhile, Prichard saw Winsell moping and kicking the Laserama in a fit of rage. Stupid, fucking machine, said Winsell, while still kicking the Laserama. Prichard walked down the stairs and meets Winsell. Hey there, man, said Prichard. What the hell do you want, said Winsell. I noticed this contraption you built. You must be a real tech wizard, said Prichard. Yeah, so what? I've been doing this crap since childbirth. It's been my thing, kinda, said Winsell. And what of the faulty difficulties, said Prichard. Well, this goddamn thing keeps getting screwed up every time I manufacture it. I can't even get the freaking components right, said Winsell. May I take a look inside, said Prichard. Why, said Winsell. Trust me, said Prichard, as he opens the inside of the Laserama. They both find some faulty wiring. Have you even done a thorough search of all the components? Said Prichard. Sure I have, genius. See, I've been connecting the damn wires to the same damn colors, said Winsell. Prichard takes a closer look at the wires. One of them is loose, said Prichard. Huh, said Winsell. See? The little orange one, it's about to fall off, said Prichard. Oh, yeah, said Winsell, as he wears magnifying goggles to take a closer look. Oh, Oklahoma. Now I see it, said Winsell. He starts fixing the orange wire. He gets out of the Laserama. Now wasn't that hard, said Prichard. Maybe, but thanks anyway, said Winsell. So you must be the one called New Palace, said Prichard. My first name's Winsell, said Winsell. I'm Prichard. First name Simon, said Prichard. They shake each other's hands. Present day Prichard narrates. And that was the start of a unique partnership. We traded stories together, ate lunch together, talked about our hopes and dreams. Every day after college, we hang out at a bar and get hammered. Oh, those were the best years in college. Until Prichard and Winsell encounter the female dean of the college and the board secretly. Dean Iris, we cannot wait for the judging of the best inventor in your college, said the head board member. Yes, it will be a blast. We wonder who will impress us enough, said Dean Iris. Did you hear that? There's gonna be some kind of best inventors contest, said Winsell. Yes, maybe we can use this to gain popularity, said Prichard. This'll be my chance to fix up the Laserama 4000 and beat all them assholes, said Winsell. Wait, I got a better idea. Why don't we attempt to sell the Laserama, said Prichard. Sell, said Winsell. Think about it, pal. With my sales experience and your tech experience, we can promote the Laserama 4000. And if all is successful, we can make profits by selling more of them. Your inventions can make lives better, our lives, said Prichard. You're saying we should use my invention for financial gain. That sounds unethical. I'm in, said Winsell. Excellent, said Prichard. Present day Prichard narrates. And so, Winsell and I started making adjustments to the Laserama 4000, all night long, with the help of 34 energy drinks. And the next day, we showed our work to the dean. We thought we'd impress her, but that's when it happened. At the college auditorium, the Best Inventors Contest is underway. A demon nerd showcases his invention of a robotic sushi chef. The robotic sushi chef starts cutting fish and makes it into sushi. Dean Irish and the board seem impressed. Until the chef malfunctions and starts swinging knives everywhere, stabbing students. It then explodes. The dean says thank you. Next. There goes my career in sushi making, said the demon nerd. Next up is Simon Prichard and Winsell New Palace, said Dean Iris. The lights suddenly go off and there is a spotlight in the stage. The voiceover of Prichard says, ladies and gentlemen, presenting before your very eyes. The voiceover of Winsell says, is the revolution in home entertainment. The voiceover of Prichard says, introducing the new and improved. Both voiceovers says Prichard/New Palace Laserama 5000. Patent pending. Prichard and Winsell appear on the stage and reveal their invention to the student body. That's right, folks. Check this baby out. Hey, Simon. Tell him what they need to know, said Winsell. The Laserama 5000 can provide with unimaginable laser shows, fit for your weddings, birthdays, graduations, funerals. Well, maybe not funerals, but you all get the picture. It comes with over tens of amazing vivid colors including aqua, teal, rose, amber, turquoise, etc., said Prichard. And now, feast your eyes, as we make the magic happen, said Winsell, as he activates the Laserama 5000. It starts flashing lasers, while playing at music. It spins round and round full of lasers, wowing the student body. Daenerys and the board. Prichard said to Winslow, "Oh, this sure to get us on top of the financial mountain." Winslow replied, "Fuck yeah, it will." They both give each other a high five. However, there is a spark seen on the Laserama 5000. You can have your own Laserama 5000 for a low price of $29.99 plus tax, said Prichard. Suddenly, the Laserama starts to malfunction. Winslow. What is going on? Why is the Laserama dodgy all of a sudden, said Prichard. Winslow was panicking when he said, "I don't know. I've installed all the components right. What could have possibly gone haywire?" Then, a sticky liquid from the energy drink appeared in the Laserama, as it now started shooting lasers, which blasts a bunch of students. Prichard. "New pallets. What is the meaning of?" said Daenerys before being shot at by one of the lasers. The Laserama now shakes and electric sparks shoot out. "Oh shit. It's gonna blow," said Winslow as he and Prichard take cover. Then, boom. A large explosion destroys the entire auditorium, along with many students. Daenerys gets up and starts to blow a freaking fuse. Prichard. "New pallets," shouted Daenerys, as the two arose from behind the stage. Present day. Prichard narrates. Winslow and I got expelled from college for causing over 200 casualties. We were banned from ever going to another college. Our hopes and dreams have suddenly died. Over the next couple of years, we lived in a dirty apartment together. We were forced to work at a minimum wage job. We barely had enough cash for food and rent. Our lives had went down the shitter. And the next part, that is just the beginning of the rest of our lives. In the past, Prichard and Winslow are at their minimum wage jobs feeling pathetic about themselves. Prichard gave out sloppy food to customers, while Winslow worked the dirty grill. Prichard went to the counter to talk to Winslow. "God damn it, I hate this job. Why did we ever decide to be third-class workers?" he said. "Maybe, if you hadn't helped me with the Laserama, we would have graduated from college and I would have gotten a better life," said Winslow. "What the hell's that supposed to mean?" said Prichard. "Ain't it obvious? You never should have talked me into teaming up and fixing up my invention. Now look, where we are, serving shitty food at a shitty restaurant in the middle of a shitty economy," said Winslow. "Well, sorry, if I'm being responsible for our fucked up lives." "Wait a second. You're also responsible," said Prichard. "You wanna tangle, shit for brains." "Let's tangle," said a pissed off Winslow, as they both butted heads. The manager breaks it up and says, "Hey, just what the hell are you doing? This is a restaurant, not one of them goddamn soap operas. Now get back to work." The manager leaves. Prichard and Winslow stare each other down. "How about after this shift, we go our separate ways," said Prichard. "Fine by me. Maybe I can try and redeem myself and get unbanned from a college," said Winslow. "Fine. After this shift, this partnership between you and me will officially be over," said Prichard. "Fine. And absolutely nothing will bring us back together," said Winslow. Just then, someone big enters the restaurant, shocking everyone inside. It's revealed to be the overlord of hell himself, Satan. "My God. It's him. The Princess of Darkness," said the manager. She tells everybody in the restaurant, "Quick, everyone. Go about your business. Don't stare at your overlord. You'll make him look awful." The manager goes to Satan and says, "My liege. Oh my God. I can't believe it. The Satan is in my restaurant. I am so humbled to stand in front of you. Can I get you something to eat? You are pure evilness. Can the ass kissing, lady? And yeah, I am hungry, actually. Do you by any chance have a health suitful?" "I'm trying to watch my figure," said Satan. "Right away, your vileness," said the manager. "But we don't serve anything fancy here, ma'am," said one employee. "Shut up. You're trying our overlord's patience with your sass," said the manager. Satan sits on a stool when he's approached by a demon thug. "Hey, asshole. That's my spot you're sitting on. Get your ass off of it," said the demon thug. "Do you have any idea who you're threatening?" said Satan. "Yeah, and I don't give two shits. Now get the fuck off of my stool," said the threatening demon thug. "Okay, fine. You can have it back. Hey, just one more thing," said Satan. Satan then used his pitchfork to evaporate the demon thug into thin air. "Let that be a lesson to all who dare question the authority of Satan," said Satan. Prichard and Winsell couldn't believe what they saw when Satan used a pitchfork. "Winsell, meet me in the apartment," said Prichard. "Deal," said Winsell. Later, Prichard and Winsell are at their apartment, where they come up with a plan. "Winsell, I apologize for threatening to end our partnership," said Prichard. "I'm sorry as hell too. Who the hell needs a college education when you got something even better, that powerful pitchfork," said Winsell. "Exactly. Just think of all that power I mean, we could have. We could overthrow the entire fiery pits of hell," said Prichard. "We'll be the new kings of hell for life. We can do anything we want. We can have everything we wanted, Mila," said Winsell. Prichard chuckles and says, "And I know just how to ensure that happens." Present day Prichard narrates. "Winsell and I have started working on the most convoluted plan we've ever came up. We made a fake pitchfork out of paper mache and sprayed it golden. Someone used to tell me, sometimes you gotta make tweaks at all costs to get rich. Later, we put our greatest plan into action." Prichard and Winsell walked to the palace of Satan. Prichard knocks in the door. Satan opens it and says to them, "Can I help you gentlemen?" Prichard says, "Why hello, your most sadisticness. It is an honor to come face to face with the most popular and most iconic figure in all of the Nether region. The Overlord of Hell for 2,000 plus consecutive years, a groundbreaking achievement." Satan interrupted him. "Just get to the point. I'm in the middle of slaying an innocent soul. Right away, my liege." "Oh, Winsell," said Prichard, as Winsell opens a very tall briefcase. Satan is blinded by the bright light, and when it dimmed, he sees a golden pitchfork. Prichard explains it to him. "What you are looking at, Mr. Satan, is the legendary golden pitchfork of the 7 deadly sins. Legend has it this pitchfork was used to vanquish enemies in 1 second, conquer worlds in 1 second, give people the strength of 1,000 demonic armies. With this pitchfork, you can become the most powerful being not just in hell, but in the entire afterlife, even much powerful than that god-awful god. So, what I say, Satan? Care to take it?" said Winsell. This is tricky. If I take this new pitchfork, then it'll make me the most powerful being in all of the afterlife. Then maybe I can conquer heaven in a flash, and everyone will go before me, and I'll become respected." "Sold," said Satan. Satan takes the golden pitchfork and gives Prichard and Winsell lots of money. "And are you sure you don't want your original pitchfork anymore?" said Prichard. "What? Oh yeah. You can take this piece of crap. I don't want it anymore, 'cause now I've got this even more powerful gold pitchfork," said Satan, as he gave his pitchfork to the demons. "Pleasure doing business, my liege," said Prichard as he and Winsell leave Satan's palace. Later, at the apartment, Prichard and Winsell are celebrating on account of pulling off their greatest scam. "We did it, baby. The scam of the century," said Winsell. "And it wasn't just money we received, my partner. We hit the bigger jackpot," said Prichard, as he held up Satan's pitchfork. "Man, can you believe Satan, when he actually fell for our nasty trick? What an fucking idiot," said Winsell. "And even if he does figure out it was all a lie, we'll have the upper hand once we kill him with this pitchfork, and I mean, we become the most powerful demons in the afterlife," said Prichard. "Let's hope he doesn't figure it out. Like that will ever happen," said Winsell. Meanwhile, Satan is in the middle of torturing an innocent soul using a loud creepy voice. By the power of this new pitchfork, I hereby punish thee to non-existence. When Satan pointed the pitchfork at the innocent soul, nothing happened at all. I punish thee to non-existence, now, said Satan when trying again. But still nothing happened. I said, punish thee. Now, said Satan. Satan tried everything he can to make the damn pitchfork work, even though it was a fake. Oh, come on. Pitchfork. Work, damn you, said Satan when shaking the pitchfork. Then a piece of the golden painted paper mache comes off. Satan picks it up and now realizes the pitchfork was fake. This pitchfork was a fake, said Satan. Upon realizing, he shouted salesman. Meanwhile, Prichard and Winsell were drinking champagne when they hear the door knocking. Winsell opens it and sees two demon guards. Hello, sir. Have you seen the rogue salesman who stole Satan's pitchfork? Said one of the guards. Winsell spits out the champagne and stutters. I never heard of a pitchfork before, sirs, said a nervously sweating Winsell before smiling. The two demon guards stared at Winsell. Oh, Oklahoma. Call us, if you notice anything. All right, said the other guard, as they both left. A light, see ya, said Winsell before slamming the door. Holy shit. They're onto us. We gotta get the fuck out of here, shouted Winsell. What? Oh, Jesus. Satan must have already figured out our scheme. We gotta bail fast. Quick, grab the money, said Prichard. I am. Grab the pitchfork, said a panicking Winsell. I am, said Q panicking Prichard. They both panic and rush out of the apartment with the money and the pitchfork. They run to a car, not knowing they are actually stealing it. When they take off in the stolen car, the owner shouts out, "You motherfuckers. That car is 1 day away from insurance expiration." In the car, Winsell says, "What the hell are we gonna do now, man? Satan could be hunting us down at this very fucking moment." "Perhaps not. Maybe Satan won't even notice us," said Prichard. Suddenly, a ball of fire nearly hits the car. "What the fuck?" said Winsell. Prichard looks behind him and sees a bunch of demon guards and Satan flying in the sky. "There they are, men. In that stolen car the owner told us about," said Satan. "Dear God, we're screwed." "But not in my watch," said Prichard, as he stomped on the gas to make the car faster. And so, they end up in hot pursuit by Satan and his army. The army keeps throwing flaming balls at them. "Give me back my pitchfork, scammers," said an angry Satan. Fireballs are still thrown toward the stolen speeding car. Prichard and Winsell were in more hot water than a Catholic nun giving an HJ. Prichard looks at the pitchfork and says to Winsell, "The pitchfork. Quick. Use the pitchfork." "Whatever you say," said Winsell, as he picks up the pitchfork, goes out the window and aims it toward Satan. Winsell shouted to Satan, "Hey, devil man. Time to get your ass dethroned." The pitchfork was loading up a giant ball of fire. "Come on, buddy. Ice him," said Prichard. The ball was still loading and loading and loading and... Okay, now it's taking forever. Just as Winsell was about to blast Satan into dust in the air, the car crashes into an elderly woman. Prichard turns the car and they end up crashing into a demon shark zoo. The whole building collapses and Prichard and Winsell end up being mauled by demon sharks. Later, they are put on trial by Satan. Present day Prichard narrates. "And so, after all that trouble, we had no choice but to meet our fates. And we did not like it one bit. There is not a punishment worthy enough of vile degenerates like yourselves," said Satan. "What can we say? Conning is king in our thing now," said Prichard. "Yeah, that's what makes us best buds, conning the shit out of suckers like you," said Winsell. "Enough. For the crime of stealing my most powerful pitchfork, I, Satan, hereby decree that you two demons are officially now and forever banished from the fiery pits of hell," said Satan. Vanished, said Prichard and Winsell. Moments later, they are taken to the cannon. A guard pulls the string and Prichard and Winsell are launched out of hell like astronauts headed to the edge of the universe. Present day Prichard narrates. From that moment on, our lives in hell were no more. Everything I had ever done in my life, alongside my best friend, has led to these events. Then, we had touched a heavenly light. After being launched by a cannon, Prichard and Winsell land in cloudy skies. They get up to see the pearly gates of heaven. Oh, fuck me. We're in heaven, aren't we? Said Winsell. This can't be. I don't want to be here. This place. It's all too mushy and angelic, said Prichard. Well, what choice do we have? We're finished, man. Our lives are over for sure, said Winsell. Perhaps not, said Prichard, as he saw a man which looks like the disguise he was going to use in the future. Prichard secretly took that man and had him skinned. He wore the skin and the clothes of that man. He also found a briefcase and said to Winsell, hurry. Hide in here before somebody sees us. Left square brackets I right square bracket alright, boss, said Winsell, as he went into the briefcase. Prichard in disguise approached St. Peter. Welcome to heaven. My name's St. Peter, the pearly gatekeeper and whatever. And who might you be? Said St. Peter. Prichard used a disguised voice and said, who am I? Who am I, you say? Well, you can call me B. Richard Simmons. How original and pathetic, said St. Peter. Present day Prichard narrates. And since that very day, I became one of the first demons to ever enter heaven, even though I had to lay low as a human. With my partner in crime by my side, I had then continued where my father left off, becoming an everyday door-to-door salesman. And just like he said to me, when I was a child, sometimes salesmen gotta make tweaks at all costs to get rich quick, although my progress was mostly never successful. Prichard ends his life story. We now go back to the present at Dr. Featherton's therapy room with Dr. Featherton and Prichard. And there you go, Doc. I have explained every single detail of my whole life story, said Prichard. So, what have you learned from going back, said Dr. Featherton. Well, I learned that accomplishing goals come with a cost. The things I've done have forever prevented me from going back to my homeland. And what I really learned is that acting villainous is what brought me and Winsell closer than ever. Yes, our friendship is the reason why we do what we do best, making other lives more miserable. And I enjoy making one demon's life miserable. I guess that is the one goal. I shall never give up. And I will never, ever give up that freaking goal. Holy shit, I've never felt so goddamn alive, said Prichard. He gets up, feels excited, and starts laughing. Oh, thanks a lot, Doc. That felt really awesome to share my darkest secrets. Now my life once again has meaning, said Prichard. Well, I'm glad you've recovered, Mr. Prichard. Now there's the matter of payment, said Dr. Featherton before calculating the bill. You owe me $600, he also said. Fuck you, I'm not paying $600. I'm a villain, it's what I do best, said Prichard, as he used a smoke bomb to disappear. Oh, I'm getting that money. One way or another, said Dr. Featherton, as he whipped out a rifle. Later, Prichard returned to the underground lair and said, Winsell, old friend. Get over here. I've been cured and I'm now making new plans to destroy our enemies. Oh, thank God. Now the couch won't smell like rotted cereal bits anymore, said Winsell. Hey, buddy. Maybe during our plans to destroy our enemies, why don't we hang out at a diner? I heard they are making hamburgers with BBQ sauce, said Prichard. Whoa. What's with the generosity, boss, said Winsell. Please, just call me Simon. We're best buds, remember, back in college, said Prichard. Okay, you're kinda creeping me out, man, said Winsell. That's the spirit, said Prichard. I'm gonna go invent something right now, said Winslow, as he left. Prichard happily sighs and says I love my motherfucking life. Ode to Joy plays in the background, as Prichard stares at the screens.